Good morning everyone, it is 5:55 and I've come to a little bluebell woodland. I spotted this fallen tree while riding my bike the other day, so I've come to it this morning to try and get a good shot. I came to it yesterday for the mid-afternoon light, and it was nice, but it wasn't really what I envisaged. I just couldn't quite get it right. So I've come pre-sunrise to try and get the light, that sort of fresh morning light on it. I will flip you around and show you what I have in mind. Yeah, because as you can see here, it's rotted out at the core, and then during the wind in the winter, it's obviously fallen over, and then as it's fallen, it's split. So you can see this really nice bit of wood that's going up here, and this bit coming off here. It's got a hell of a lot of character. And then in contrast to that, these bits here are some new growth. There's some more over here as well. So yeah, it's there's this nice little story that is being told. Oh, and down this side as well. Yeah, so compositionally. So what first drew me to the scene, aside from how dramatic it looked when I rode past it, was the contrast between the death of the tree and how dramatic it has been, with this lovely sea of bluebells. And I always think that you've got to revert back to that first thing that you noticed in a scene, because that's what people will see when they see the photograph. So I'm trying to come up with a composition for this tree that sort of sums that up. That contrast between death and life, sort of natural beauty, and you can actually find a lot of beauty within this tree. Actually, it's quite unusual. The more you look at it, the more you sort of see things in it. Yesterday, the sun was about up here, so you were getting this really nice directional light. The trouble was it wasn't quite right. It'd probably work early in the afternoon. But what it was doing, it was where there's a field in the background here, you had this huge pool of white, and it was a really big distraction in the image. So that's partly why I've come this morning, because I thought with the sunrise taking place behind me, we may get a bit of a glow on the trunk, because I want the focus to be here. Oak trees in the background are a nice additional touch. I want the main focus point to be the main trunk, and then the bluebells in the foreground. Let's see what happens. I've got my 24 to 70 mil on, and I'm just sort of shooting at quite a high angle, just to try and include lots of the bluebells really, and so that you're sort of looking down into the main trunk. And then you can see here we have these two lovely oak trees, and then we have this one sort of slightly spindly tree. If I come this way you can see it a lot better. So I don't want that to be a distraction in the background. I want to use these two oak trees, so I've come across to sort of hide it and blend it in with that oak tree there. So the composition is something like that. It's quite a simple image, but I just think it's all about the tree, and then you've got these two oak trees that sort of balance it off really nicely. I've actually risen the camera up slightly, so you can see in that top left hand corner, you're getting a bit of the field in the background still. That bloody field. And yeah, I want the focus to be here, not there, so I've risen the camera as high as it will go while being on the tripod. So I've taken that photo at f5.6 and f11, and now I've got my film camera out and I'm taking this one at f5.6. So again, the trigger release is giving me a 1 second timer, so in 3, 2, 1. It's a much more satisfying shutter release sound, isn't it? The proper. So as you can see, the sun has risen, and where the light is streaking through, it's creating these really nice pools of light on the trunk, and then you could just see another little pool over here. So I'm just going to hang around a little longer. I think I prefer it without any light hitting the trunk, to be honest with you. But you never know. It's quite a strong orange. It might not appear it on this on the iPhone, but it is quite dramatic, which could work in the favour, because it adds like a bit of an abstracty sort of edge to the image.